Hello, I'm Colin.
Hello, I'm Owen.
I'm John.
I'm Ron.
And some announcements for today will be media center areas have changed. Upper Media, Cove, and the Nook are now reserved on the daily for various needs and may not directly be open for students. Please see Lex in the media for any questions. Attendance and tardies. Regular attendance is necessary for students' academic success. It also promotes a positive work ethic for employment skills and future success.
Remember, Colin, the attendance line 952-758-1205. This voicemail attendance hotline is open 24 hours per day. Students' day begins at 7:40 a.m. and 9:10 a.m. on late start days. Students arriving after the first final hour bell must check in at the office to be marked for attendance.
Some college and military visits we have coming up. Wednesday, November 10th, University of Minnesota Duluth, in person, 1:30 p.m. Friday, November 12th, Army National Guard during lunches. Monday, November 15th, Winona State University, virtual at 10:30 a.m. And Tuesday, November 16th, Navy, in person during lunches.
Trojan Athletics and Activities. Congrats to the girls volleyball team for making state on November 4th. The winter season on the horizon, many athletic and extracurricular events are scheduled. Far too many to mention here. See Activities Office for details and come support your Trojans.
Hey Owen, did you notice it's getting a little chilly outside?
Yeah, man, you know what that means. Winter sports are coming around the corner. Matter of fact, let's head over to this feature story 1 with Brooke Taylor and Lexi.
Winter sports are starting up this winter for New Prague.
Hockey, basketball, figure skating, cheer, gymnastics, wrestling, adapted floor hockey, boys swim and dive, and dance.
Good luck to all the winter sports starting up. Now that fall season is over, we can go into more depth about the upcoming sports this season.
As teams are prepping for the season, we are going to interview and ask how they are preparing for the long season ahead.
Now up is asking a group of girls hockey players how they're getting ready for their upcoming season.
Do you guys have anything specific you've been looking forward to for this season?
I've been looking to our first game against Delano at home.
I'm looking forward to our team pasta feeds.
I'm looking forward to the Duluth tournament. The ride up there is going to be a blast, and we're going to kick some butt.
Okay. How have you guys been preparing for the season?
Just trying to hit the weight room hard.
Going to our captain's practice twice a week.
I've been, just hitting the garage hard, like stick handling, shooting pucks.
Okay. What are some team bonding things that you guys do or have done in the past?
We've gone to the escape room with our whole entire team.
At our summer training program, we had a spike ball tournament. Got last, but it's okay.
Just multiple things throughout the year, like a lot of team bonding things that we don't really consider like in an actual event, but like in the locker room and like before games and stuff, we like to listen to music with everyone, That's good team bonding.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts about this upcoming season with us, girls. We are looking forward to watching you guys play this season.
Next, we are going to interview some girls from the cheer team. This year, they are changing it up a bit and starting to cheer for hockey, basketball.
Do you guys have anything specific you're looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward to having a bigger team because we had around 22 girls try out this year. So we usually have around 10. So this will make sure we have more teams than just basketball, which will be fun.
How have you guys been preparing for the season?
Well, tryouts happen, so I guess that's a great way to prepare for the season.
Yeah, we've been stretching, practicing some of the cheers. Yeah.
And what are some team bonding things that you guys do or have done?
As for bonding, I know some of us will go out before practices, get food, or like someone will host before games, so we get to know each other outside of practice too, which has been great bonding.
Thanks, girls, for sharing about your exciting upcoming season. We are excited to see you guys cheer at the events.
Make sure you come and support the winter sports student sections.
For this week's green screen, Pink Group is adventuring in outer space.
Can anybody answer this question? Whoa! Ah! Ah!
I just had this crazy idea. Alright. Let's go to space.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do it.
Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's take a short commercial break with Ryan, Evan, Eddie, Nick, Aiden, Eric, and Haley.
$19.99, you will no longer have bad hair days with the comb of perfection. This simple product leaves your hair exactly as is until you put water on it. Just watch as he effortlessly combs his hair in a perfection.
Ever since I got this comb, my life has been 100 times better. I recommend this perfect comb.
Hello, New Prague. Here at the high school, we wanted to remind you all that we'd like to keep our school as a safe and non-threatening learning environment for all of our staff and students. School fights, although on a decline, still happen. Please let it be noted that even school fights can be counted as assault, and you can be legally fined up to $1,000 and receive up to 90 days jail time. If you and another student are having conflict, please be sure to go to a teacher or trusted adult for assistance before becoming physical. Thank you and stay safe, New Prague.
We are ending today's videos with feature story number 2, COP 26 conference with Joey, TJ, and Henry.
This current week of November 1st to November 5th is quite important for our world and our future, but you may not know it. This week, the COP26, or Conference of the Parties, is commencing. This conference is extremely important because various countries will be discussing their efforts to halt climate change, an important global issue that is plaguing us all. Mrs. Schaembauer, one of our science teachers who teaches the environmental science class, is very well versed on the topic of climate change. Here are some thoughts that she has on the practicality of our climate change efforts.
I think the most important thing it's doing is raising awareness, because it's going to take the change of individuals to make this happen, and the more media involvement we have, alerting people to what is, I think, quite obviously happening to our world is super important.
Yep.
We are always planting stuff out at our house. My husband's a farmer, and he is doing huge changes to reduce carbon on our farm and prevent soil erosion and carbon release from the soil. So as a family, I think we are. I do, because if we don't have a good climate, nothing else matters. And even if the scientists are wrong and it's not going to be as bad as we think it is, why not be prepared? I just don't think we're acting fast enough, and I think that involves legislation to force companies to make change and things to force all of us to do what's right, because it's too easy to keep doing what you're doing, which obviously isn't working. I think everybody aims high, knowing that they might not get there, so it is a high aim, but I also think European countries are better at this than the United States, so I actually am hopeful. I think they can do it. I do. I think, number one, we're already all working from home more, so that's reducing travel. I think that kind of trend where we're just staying more local with everything that we do is going to become more common. Now that it's easier to reach out virtually to see people and do things, I think that'll be our big change.
Mrs. Meyer is also very up-to-date on the recent climate change news. Here's what she has to say about recent climate change issues.
I think that anytime people are talking about it is beneficial to the cause of climate change, global warming, whatever you want to call it, because the more that people are talking about it, the more people that will maybe look it up, get engaged with the information. So I think anytime that it's advertised and being talked about is beneficial to the cause. I think that it would be beneficial if both Russia and China attended. With that being said, I don't think it's an all or nothing game. I think the more countries that can get on board with making small changes into large changes will be beneficial to the world as a whole. I mean, I really like Disney World, so if Disney World ever got flooded, I'd be real sad. Now, I don't, like I said, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know, I can read as much as I can about it, but I understand very little of what I'm reading. So, to the extent, I mean, I know San Andreas with The Rock isn't going to happen, but if it did, I would be very comfortable with the fact that The Rock might come and save me. But no, there's just regions of the planet that I want to be able to see someday, and they're on coastal, Venice. What will happen to Venice? Yeah, so things like that I'm not under the full understanding of, but those are things that I think about.
We hope that climate change is going to be represented as an apparent issue to our student body. Our teachers here know more than we think when it comes to these worldwide problems, and spreading the knowledge of climate change will hopefully better prepare us for our future.